Hi, Jochen here, the online agent. And in this section, I'm gonna show you about the different match types of keywords in Google Ads. It's important for you to understand what they are and how they work. We have 5 different type of keywords in here. 4 are positive and 1 negative. The negative one I will handle in the next section. So in this section, the 4 positive ones. The 4 positive ones are broad match modifier, phrase, and exact match. We have to strike the right balance between more reach, that your ad gets shown to more people, or relevance, that they're more relevant to what they're looking for. Which one do you think should we put emphasis on, and why? Pretty simple. You heard me say a few times, number one, if you market to everybody, you market to nobody. So we don't want as much reach as possible because we're just showing to the wrong people. And I've also said many times, we be as specific as possible. So the relevancy is what we're going after. If your ads is relevant to what a user is looking for, then they might click on your ad. We will choose for our keywords exact match, because for other types of ads and other types of businesses, these match types might be better suited. That's why Google has them. But for our term, what we are doing, exact match is the best. But broad means anything that is reasonably similar to the keyword will trigger the ad. A bike shop, cycle store. It's kind of similar, but we don't want that kind of scenario. Broad match modifier is pretty much the same, just slightly more specific, that these words actually have to appear. Bike, shop, the word bike and shop appears, even though there's something else in between. Phrase match, sometimes perhaps we can use, but I usually don't, unless you're really good and you exactly know what you're doing and how to use it. Bike shop will local bike shop, also more than the user was looking for. The match type that we are using is exact, right? So the user keys in a keyword, and only if your keyword exactly matches what you have in your ad and what you offer to the client. Let's say the landmark show flat is what they're looking for, then your landmark show flat keyword will trigger your landmark show flat ad. And that's exactly what they've been looking for. And then this user's happy, and hopefully if they click on the ad and get in touch with you, then you are happy too. A lot of time people ask me, hey Jochen, how exact is exact? What if the user makes a typo? That Google knows actually. How close is close? That is something you don't need to worry about, because if you have an exact keyword match and the user does a slight mistake in there, like a misspelling, for example, or singular, plural, including or excluding the S, that doesn't matter. Google will still consider this an exact match, which the technical term for this close variant. So the close variant is still an exact match. For example, misspellings, jewelry, you forgot the E. Google knows that obviously people are not looking for this misspelled term, or singular, plural, acronyms, abbreviations, accents. All this Google will still consider as an exact match. By now, Google's algorithm is clever enough to be able to tell the misspelling, so you don't need to worry about it. These are some of the examples that I use as a keywords. You see that for all of them, I got the square brackets here. And that's what you would want to do too. So I will go actually into the ad account itself and I'll show you. The keywords are under keywords and then search keywords. If you clone a campaign, you can simply just change them. Last time I had the Penrose condo show flat here, just change it to the landmark condo show flat. So from your second campaign onwards, this will be very easy and efficient. From your first campaign, you just gotta add them manually. How to add them manually and how to define the match type is, as always, with the plus icon here. I want to add something to pricing keyword. I can either type my square bracket manually, then my pricing level, for example. This doesn't really make sense, but I just want to show you how to do it. Down here, Google reminds you of the different types. In this case, I have already taken care of it by inputting the square brackets and just save it. If for whatever reason you forgot to input these brackets, you can always change the match type later on. Let's say this keyword I had forgotten to put the square brackets. Just put a click, go to edit, change match type, And from whatever it is, now you change it to exact match. Don't keep the original. You don't want the broad match, just exact match. Apply. You can do this with all your keywords at the same time. You just click all of them and change them in case you forgot early on, so that all of them are right. You gotta be as specific as possible, and your keyword gets shown to the right people who were looking exactly for what you're showing them in your ad. And you're more specific, and that gives you better result. See you in the next module.